Hello, Louis.
Hello, Samuel. How are you?
I'm very well. How has your week been?
My week's been good. My week's been good. Good lessons. Good don't know, experiences. Yeah. No, it's been a nice week. What about you?
Yeah, pretty good. Fairly full on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back, and
We are back. We are back.
we've been away for a little while.
We have. What was our last episode? It can't have been Hamlet Act 1, was it?
No, it was Chatham Literature
Oh, of
Reflections, maybe
course. Yes.
something like that.
That was fun.
It was good.
But yeah, no, we're back now. Yeah, we are sorry for our pretty big break, but we are keen to get some more episodes under our belt and kind of get into, hopefully, a kind of rhythm of posting, because I think for both, speaking for Simon as well, we'll both like to get more episodes out there. So today was going to be kind of, I wouldn't say informal is the right word, but quite a chatty episode about a continuing kind of talking about Hamlet a bit. So we did Hamlet Act 1, and we are going to continue doing the rest of the play. But as a kind of like detour, little break, we were recently lucky enough, as part of our studies, to see the National Theatre production of Hamlet, streamed, videoed in our school theatre. Yeah, it's part of our studies.
Yeah, no, that's right. And it was a really lovely evening, really good experience actually, because we'd watched the David Tennant version and the Kenneth Branagh version. And now we got to see a new contemporary sort of style of Hamlet. And yeah, it was really fantastic. Offered a really fresh perspective on the Hamlet. And I have to say, the first thing that I always think about when I reflect on that play is the set.
Oh, yes. No, that was really cool. It was very as quite a few kind of Shakespeare productions go. They did like a modern retelling of it, interpretation, and so it was pretty much set in the modern day. So like with Fortinbras and old Hamlet, they were in like army uniforms and things, which was which was really cool. And yeah, I thought the set was, sorry, that was kind of costume there, but yeah, the set was amazing. Like the party scene, the wedding. You had like beautiful paintings in the background, and like, you know, the whole tables that were laid out. And one thing I thought was cool is when they'll open a door, there'll be like balloons and lights and things coming off in the side, so they could run off into like the party.
Yeah.
So yeah, hats off to the production design for that, because it was really nice to watch and things. Yeah.
It was excellent, and it was brilliant to see in our English literature class, in our exam board, and to do with the mark scheme, we are always told to reference different plays, different interpretations of Hamlet. What AO is that? Is that?
Oh, I have no idea.
Is it 5? I don't know. If our English teacher's watching, she's not going to be very happy.
No, sorry, miss. But no, I like that side of it. Like it gives a completely different dimension to what you've kind of normally done.
Exactly.
And like you said earlier, we watched David Tennant version, the Kenneth Branagh one, a bit of the Laurence Olivier one, and we kind of talked a bit about the Mel Gibson one. But yeah, this one was really different, really contemporary, really modern, but really nice to kind of see, because when you're reading the play, it's so much different when you see it like acted, because afterward, you know, it is a play. It's not just like a book. So it coming to life, especially in such like a cool contemporary modern way, was so nice to see.
It really was. Yeah. And let's talk a little bit about some of the differences and similarities to, for example, the David Tennant BBC production. So to start with, one thing that was quite clear was the way that they were quite ambiguous about Hamlet's sexuality.
Yeah.
And the way that I perceived it was, when Hamlet turns away from Ophelia, it's almost as if he's looking towards maybe another sort of perspective on sexuality.
Yeah.
And that was seen through physical gesture of his friends, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. But it actually works really well.
It did. It was really cool.
Yeah. In a way that when reading the play, one may think that it would not. But
yeah. And I think a lot of things that the play we watched did was they took like little aspects of the book, and I suppose like little ambiguities, and just like looked into it, stretched out, and dug into it into a really interesting way to add further layers to the to like the story of it. And like in this, they do kind of hint as Hamlet is more not like a rough, strong leader like Fortinbras is. And they kind of play into that in this one. But yeah, like you're saying, it's really, really good. And the actor was fantastic at Hamlet. He was really funny, really he could do like emotion really well. He was really moving in some points. Yeah. And just such a compelling presence on the stage. And he worked really well with the other characters.
He did.
And yeah, very different to like David Tennant's and Laurence Olivier's portrayal.
It really was. And for reference, his name, the man who plays Hamlet, is Hiran Abisakera, if I've pronounced that correctly. And he was the main character in Life of Pi.
Was he really?
Which many people might know. But it was an Olivier Award winner, which is really, really interesting. Not that production of Hamlet, but he has won an Olivier Award. And for reference, even this is brilliant actually. Laurence Olivier, for people who don't know, was a very, very influential actor, and he produced sort of one of the first movie versions of Hamlet. It was in black and white, and his own perspective on Hamlet. So, for example, the ghost, you never saw the ghost; it was only his voice in the background. So that sort of thing. But yeah, so that was really cool.
And speaking of that, like one of the things that we kind of talked about in I don't know if you did, but in one of the essays we did about Hamlet and Gertrude's relationship, that in the scene in the bedroom where Hamlet confronts his mother, the ghost never appeared. Hamlet was so we kind of took the perspective of Gertrude, where usually it would be Hamlet. The ghost would walk in, Hamlet would see it and be all like frantic about it and started talking to it. Well, Gertrude was just left in confusion, in confusion. But then in this one, the audience took the perspective of Gertrude, and we didn't see the ghost. Although we did understand where like Hamlet was coming from, because we know he can see the ghost, and the ghost is kind of talking about him. I thought just little things like that, little differences that you can bring into essays, bring into things you talk about, are just thoroughly interesting. The play did quite a lot of that, and one thing I've kind of picked up on was the fact that Ophelia was made such a much bigger character in the one we watched compared to the book, because they kind of like glazed over things in the play, and she was kind of a foil isn't the right word, but she kind of like complimented Hamlet and made triggered his madness and things. It was just kind of like a one of the two kind of women in his life. But in this one, in the play, the actress did a really, really good job, and she was really funny in like a madness scene. I feel like Robert Hastie, who was the director, he made her such a bigger and more interesting kind of presence and character, and her relationship with Polonius, who I thought was fantastic as well, and Laertes was such a nice kind of family dynamic, which really complemented the whole story and the different character relationships.
Yeah, I think adding on to that before we go, the one thing that I really loved was the presentation of Claudius, and like you sort of suggested there, he was almost seen as like until maybe the third act, he was just seen as a sort of kind, responsible father.
Yeah, that's so true.
Middle-aged father. And, they dressed him up in a corset, a pair of boat shoes and some chinos. So he wasn't at all threatening until sort of the end of the play. But again, that is what literature is all about. It's about the way that people read and leave things to their own interpretation, and how, in this case, that's seen on stage.
Well said.
It's all right. But yeah, so for reference, just before we head off, the director of this play, and I think we both highly recommend you guys all go and watch it. I think production has finished.
Yeah, but if you have National Theatre Live, do watch it. So anyway we can. It was really, really cool.
It was. So yeah.
Sorry, Nick, you
No,
go.
don't worry. So the director is called Robert Hastie, Hastie, and he also directed Operation Mincemeat, which is quite a famous production, and also film. I don't think he directed the film.
No.
Yeah, great production as well. But yeah, there we go. So
it's quite like a brief overview, but I think when we keep going down through the acts of the play, it'll be really cool to kind of harken back to some of these things.
That's true.
But I think, yeah, speaking for both of us, we had a really lovely time watching this at school, and we thought it really helped us in our kind of study of Hamlet.
It really does.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, stay tuned for more episodes, everybody. We've got quite a few planned, but we just kind of got to find the time to do it. But yeah, we're quite busy currently. But yeah, we've got some episodes planned, and yeah, they should be good.
Yes, brilliant. Thanks, Louis, and thanks everyone else.
Yeah, thank you for listening.